big surprise. The Voice USA champion Sofronio Vasquez joins Tawag in Tanghalan as judge. The landscape of Philippine television marked a significant homecoming this week as the iconic noontime variety show, It's Showtime, officially launched the landmark 10th season of its premier singing competition, Tawag in Tanghalan. In a move that bridges local heritage with international acclaim, the show introduced its newest hurado, or judge, the reigning champion of The Voice USA Season 26, Sofronio Vasquez. This appointment places Sofronio alongside industry heavyweights, including the renowned head judge Louie Ocampo and the Season 4 grand champion of Tawag in Tanghalan, Yosures. The inclusion of Vasquez is seen as a strategic and sentimental infusion of fresh perspective into the country's longest-running singing contest revival. His presence on the judging panel brings a unique layer of credibility, having conquered the global stage after navigating the very same local circuit that the new hopefuls are now traversing. The 10th season of the competition has commenced with high stakes, initiating a nationwide search that spans 18 distinct regions. The format has been revitalized to intensify the competitive spirit, with contenders from each area facing off in weekly battles. The winners from these regional showdowns will advance to the finals, where 18 representatives will ultimately vie for the coveted title of Season 10 Grand Champion. The competition heated up immediately on its first day, with 19-year-old Sidro Quilacol securing the first victory against challenger Virgil de Guzman, earning a commanding score of 91.3%. Beyond the tension of the singing competition, the launch episode was characterized by the vibrant energy typical of It's Showtime. The studio was filled with residents from San Juan City, celebrated for their Wata Wata festival, who participated in the Lero Lero Pick game arena. The episode also featured light-hearted moments among the hosts, with Teddy Corpus, Jackie Gonzaga, Ryan Bang, and Darren Espanto participating in various game segments, bringing laughter and camaraderie to the broadcast. Despite the fun and games, the underlying narrative of the day remained the significant return of a man who had once stood on that stage as a hopeful, now sitting in judgment as a global victor. To fully appreciate the gravity of Sofronio Vasquez sitting in that judge's chair, one must look past the glitter of the television studio and rewind to a time when his future was far less certain. The image of Sofronio as a composed, successful adjudicator stands in stark contrast to the journey that brought him there. A journey defined not by immediate success, but by a long, quiet season of waiting. For Sofronio, the Tawag in Tanghalan stage is not merely a workplace, it is a site of memory. A native of Misamis Occidental in Mindanao, he grew up with a voice that demanded to be heard, yet he found himself navigating an industry that is often deaf to pure talent if the timing isn't right. Long before he was receiving standing ovations in the United States, he was a contestant in this very competition in 2017. During that time, he was not the international star he is today. He was a contender fighting for his life, note by note. He performed with a desperation and passion that secured him a third-place finish, a respectable achievement, but one that left him in the dangerous middle ground of the entertainment industry. Known, but not chosen. The years following his initial stint on Philippine television were a test of endurance. In the world of show business, the silence that follows a competition is often louder than the applause. While he had proven he could sing, the momentum needed to launch a sustainable superstar career seemed elusive. He watched as the industry moved forward, often feeling as though he was standing still. It is a specific type of pain known only to artists who believe they have more to give but are given no platform to give it. By 2022, the reality of his situation required a difficult, pragmatic decision. The dream of a singing career in the Philippines was not paying the bills, nor was it fulfilling the hunger in his soul. In a move that felt like a surrender to many, Sofronio decided to leave. He packed his bags and migrated to the United States. This was not a glamorous tour. It was a restart. He stepped away from the microphone and stepped into a dental clinic, taking a job as a dental assistant. For a time, the voice that would eventually captivate America was hidden behind a surgical mask. He traded the adrenaline of live performance for the routine of sterilization and patient care. There is a profound humility in such a transition. The man who had touched the hearts of thousands on national television was now anonymous, scrubbing instruments and mopping floors in a foreign land. It was a period of deep uncertainty, where the identity of singer was slowly being replaced by the necessity of survival. The immigrant experience is often one of silent sacrifice, and Sofronio's story is no exception. He lived the life of millions who leave their homes for better opportunities, carrying the quiet weight of what could have been. In interviews, he has recalled moments of scrubbing the dental chair or cleaning the clinic floor, wondering if this was where the story ended. The distance from the stage grew with every passing month, and the fear that he had missed his window of opportunity was a constant companion. However, destiny often hides in the mundane. It was during one of these quiet breaks at the clinic, amidst the hum of dental equipment, that he stumbled upon the opportunity to audition for The Voice USA. He did not enter the competition with the entitlement of a star, but with the grit of a survivor. He sang not just to win, but to prove to himself that he still existed as an artist. His victory in season 26 of The Voice USA was a watershed moment. It was a vindication of every year spent waiting, every rejection endured, and every flaw mopped in silence. He became the first Asian to win the franchise, shattering barriers and redefining what a global pop star looks like. But more importantly, he reclaimed his own narrative. He proved that the talent had always been there. It just needed the right room to resonate. Now, as he returns to the Philippines to sit as a hurado on Tawag ng Tanghalan, the circle is complete. But this is not a return born of arrogance. When Sofronio looks at the contestants standing on that stage, shaking with nerves, holding on to their dreams with white-knuckled grip, he sees himself. He knows intimately the sound of a heart breaking when a score is read. He knows the feeling of being judged, the terror of the gong, and the desperate hope that one song can change a life. His presence on the panel adds a layer of profound empathy to the competition. He is a living testament to the idea that a loss today is not a loss forever. When he critiques a contestant, it comes from a place of deep understanding. He represents the possibility that the path to success is rarely a straight line. Sometimes, it requires leaving home to find yourself. Sometimes, it requires putting the dream on a shelf and working with your hands until the universe signals that it is time to try again. The visuals of his return are striking. The boy from Mindanao who left seeking a new life, returning as a man who conquered the world. Yet, despite the accolades and the title of champion, there is a gentleness to Sofronio. He carries the quiet dignity of someone who remembers the struggle. He sits in the judge's chair not as a gatekeeper, but as a guide. As season 10 of Tawag ng Tanghalan unfolds, the audience will undoubtedly be entertained by the high notes and the drama of the competition. But in the quiet moments between songs, the camera will catch Sofronio Vasquez. In his eyes, viewers will see the reflection of every dreamer who has ever wanted to give up. His journey from the stage to the dental clinic and back to the judge's seat serves as a powerful reminder to the contestants and the audience alike. Your current location is not your final destination. The applause in the studio is loud, and the lights are bright, but the most powerful part of Sofronio's return is the silent message his presence conveys. It is a message of resilience, a reassurance that delay is not denial. For the aspiring singers standing where he once stood, looking up at him offers more than just a score. It offers hope. It tells them that even if they fall today, even if they have to walk away for a while, the music never truly leaves them. And if they keep working, keep believing, and keep listening for the door to open, they too might one day find their way back home, not just as contestants, but as champions of their own stories.